The police suddenly received an emergency call. When they arrived at the scene, the sight before them left everyone in shock. The girl was frozen in terror, her mouth wide open, her entire body suspended in mid-air. And all of this began a few days earlier. Because she missed her deceased father, Ellie secretly brought a photo of him and played a spirit summoning game with her friends in the basement. But just as the game began, something strange happened. The cup beneath their fingers began to move on its own. Everyone was terrified by what they saw and immediately pulled their fingers away. But strangely, Ellie did not move. She seemed completely absorbed in the game, her fingers still resting on the cup. Just as the other two were confused, the basement lights suddenly went out. The next second, Ellie collapsed to the floor. When she woke up again, she realized she had been taken to the infirmary. Strangely, she could not remember anything that happened in the basement. Ellie did not think much of it, but she did not know the nightmare was only beginning. That night, as Ellie was changing clothes, she suddenly noticed a clear handprint on her shoulder. She assumed she had bumped into something, so she ignored it. But while she was bathing her youngest brother, a strange noise suddenly came from her bedroom. Ellie thought her two sisters were playing around and immediately stepped out to stop them. But strangely, neither sister was in her room. Ellie instantly realized someone else was inside her room. Gathering her courage, she walked in to check. Suddenly the lights began to flicker. Then she heard her brother screaming for help behind her. Ellie rushed to run back to the bathroom, but the door slammed shut with a bang. Ellie desperately pulled at the doorknob and barely managed to force her way out. But when she returned to the bathroom, she froze in place. Her brother's skin was scalded bright red. What was even stranger was that no one had touched the faucet, yet the water had turned boiling hot. Ellie did not have time to think and immediately carried her brother out. Back in her room, Ellie still felt uneasy. Just then she heard a strange sound. She cautiously sat up to look, only to see the closet door slowly opening. Summoning her courage, she walked over. But when she pulled the door open, she found her siblings curled up inside, trembling all over. Ellie asked them what had happened, but the children did not respond. They only stared in terror behind her. Ellie slowly turned her head and was horrified to see her father standing naked in the corner.
Papa?
The man stepped toward her, one step at a time. The next second, icy hands yanked her onto the bed, followed by countless black hands pinning her down. Ellie opened her mouth to scream, but no sound came out.